Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, I can be here transmitting some teachings. It is the will of Father or Mother God that all people on this planet ascend, that each and every person residing on this planet be given all the guidance, all the chances, all the ways to reach ascension. In this action of God the Father or Mother, it is more than proven that there is no judgment, there is no type of privilege, there is no type of separation. When we talk about separating the wheat from the chaff, it is not Father or Mother God who is doing this. There is no type of judgment made by anyone to say that someone is chaff or someone is wheat. So why do we say this? I always have to go back based on my letters, and this phrase is the one that has been said the most lately, that you reap what you sow. So, this separation of the wheat from the chaff is done, based only on what you are vibrating, in the vibratory frequency of each one. Then at the moment of ascension, a great wave will hit this planet, a great wave of light, and those who vibrate within the range of this wave will ascend. So there is no way to make a mistake, there is no way to leave anyone aside, there is no way to forget anyone. You will simply be transported from this dimension to the fifth. How will this process happen? In time you will know. But I insist on one point again, everything will be based on your vibratory frequency. It is important to emphasize that you are not just this body that you look at in the mirror, you are a set of bodies. Those different from the physical body are subtle bodies, which few can visualize. Your vibration is also a set, it is a set of all of this. You vibrate and all of this reverberates to these bodies. In the same way that the environment reverberates from bodies to the physical body. So the first step, we can say, is to be careful where you walk, the environments you enter, the people you live with, because if these environments or these people vibrate low, your aura will absorb this energy. And this will be transmitted from the outermost body to your physical body, causing a drop in your vibration. Even you who vibrate high, who try to maintain a stable vibration at all times, will receive this wave. But because you are a balanced person, the wave will affect you, but not as intensely, because you maintain a very large positive charge in all your bodies. So, this negative charge that enters is neutralized and often does not even reach the physical body. However, your energy as a whole is shaken, because you lost a good part of that positive frequency, to neutralize that negative one. Then your frequency as a whole drops. In the same way, if you are already a person who is not balanced and receives this negative charge, your frequency will drop a lot, because your external bodies will not be able to prevent all that vibration from reaching your physical body and your vibration will drop even further. So yes, the environment is important, it does affect you. So I can add that it is part of your choices to frequent such environments. Once you are in an environment like this and realize that the energy is bad, the correct attitude is to turn around and leave, not to remain there. But many get carried away and think that exactly because they are very balanced, nothing will happen to them. It may not be, as I said, it may be that your bodies can transmute this negative vibration. What if they can't? Your vibration will drop. So you need to understand that your vibrations fluctuate every moment, they are not constant. You are a person who vibrates high, you do everything to stay that way, and you give yourself the right to get out of line from time to time. Very well, I agree with you, that all that positive vibration that is really well stored and exists in quantity, will be able to transmute that there. But your frequency will drop, there's no way around it. You may even remain in the positive range, because you have stored enough positive energy. It all depends on what you do each day. So don't think that just one appropriate behavior here and another there is enough to eliminate all of this, it isn't. Because you can lower your frequencies so much that if it happens, you won't be able to ascend. I repeat again, everything is part of the choices. Let's say you let yourself be enveloped by low energies, few times, so let's put it in percentages. You are in a state full of positive energy, you meditated, you connected to beings of light, you remained balanced, you ate correctly, you did not emanate bad feelings or words, in other words, you are perfect. Then you have 100% positive energy. Then you enter one of those places, or you come into contact with an extremely negative person, or you let yourself be carried away by any other event that lowers your vibration. Let's say you lost 25% of that positive energy, and in parallel, I will say that to light up, you have to have at least 50% positive energy in your body. Alright, so you're still in range. And you like that little slip. And the next day, you do it again. So, shall we add another 25%? I would say no, because you also maintain some positive state during the day. So let's say it decreased by 15%. You are already reaching a critical range, you only have 10% more positive energy than you need. And then will you risk dropping your vibration again, or will you seek to return to those wonderful levels you had before? So, what conclusion can you draw from all of this? Yes, you can make mistakes from time to time. If you try during the day to stay balanced, eat correctly, not have bad feelings, and repeat this every few days, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, I can tell you that one day of slipping up will not stop you from ascending. You will still be within the range, but note, you have to stay positive for several days. And I can assure you, this is impossible. None of you stay 100% positive all day, not one. Because you are subjected to all sorts of setbacks unless you isolate yourself. If you isolate yourself, don't talk to anyone, don't listen to anything, just meditate all day, think about good things all day, but for several days, you would be able to reach 100%. But this is not the reality of your world. Your world is not like that, and your environment is, and it was created to unbalance you. It's a surprise bill that arrives, it's food that spoils in the fridge, it's a trip that hurts your foot, a setback with someone in the family. I'll be here talking about examples all day. In these moments you get bored. And this is a negative energy that contaminates and reduces that quantum of positive energy. But I will still say, if you can emanate positive energy for most of the day, you will still be fine, and you can take a slip from time to time, and you will still remain positive. But it will depend a lot on what you did in the previous days. Because if you have lowered your energy and decide to make a mistake that day, you run the risk of falling into the negative zone. So my brothers, the process is not easy, the process is very difficult. And every day, we try to show you everything that can help reduce your energy. And is there nothing you can do to rise up in a time of fall? Of course there is. Concentrate and say, I am light. It's a very powerful phrase. This phrase captures superior energies from the universe, which leverage your bodies into positive energy. So once again I will draw your attention, there is no point in following negative paths and in the end saying, I am light. To neutralize. Because I will tell you that at the end of the day, you will be in the same place, you will not climb anything. Always think of it this way, these are energies that oppose each other, positive thoughts, feelings, and actions, versus negative feelings, thoughts, and actions. This together gives balance and gives the balance, positive or negative. So saying, I am light, is there any use? It's good, as long as you make few mistakes. Because if you make mistakes all day long, will that I am light be able to eliminate everything you've done? Yes, it is powerful, very much so, but what about the amount of negative energy you emanated, how much was it? It can be stronger and greater than the power of the I am. It all depends on what is, what was said, what was done, what was thought, what was said. So you can't be too careful. Think before you speak. Think before you act. I guarantee you that this greatly minimizes slips into the negative. Because just the fact that you stopped to think, words were not spoken, feelings were not expressed, and that negative thought was blocked, because you stopped to think. And then one will fit, I am light. And surely, you will eliminate that thought. This is a learning experience for my brothers, it is a constant learning process. Every second, take care of what you think first, because from thoughts come words, come actions. So be careful what you think. If you thought something negative, stop and say, I am light. And transmute at the same instant. You certainly won't gain anything, because that I am light will combat negative thinking, but you won't gain anything either. I am light. It is powerful, yes, but it has a limit to transmute, otherwise it would be very easy. You would talk a lot of nonsense for hours and in the end you would say, I am light. And everything would go out, it would be very easy. He is a bomb of light, yes, a bomb of positive light, but even a bomb has a power of action. So it doesn't contain what they're going to do and happen, and at the end they say I am light. And everything is fine. No, it's not like that. There is a limit to the action of this word, this phrase, I am light. But if you want to cancel a thought and since you have blocked it, I am light. Yes, eliminate it. But you don't gain anything else, he is simply consumed by that thought. Do you understand? Do you understand how keeping this scale in balance is not simple, not easy? But if you feed every minute, you may make a lot of progress and may even slip up. But you have to be very sure of the walk you took during the previous days, because otherwise, with that slip, you will be taking the little bit that you exceeded from the positive zone and could throw you into the negative zone. So this, my brothers, is what will happen. This separation of the wheat from the chaff is nothing more than the light carrying those who vibrate compatible with it. Because if you are compatible with the light of the fifth dimension, you are ready to live there, then you will be taken. The how? You will know. I'm just here explaining what this phrase is. It's separating the wheat from the chaff, it's separating you by vibrational frequencies. There is no judgment of any kind. You are what you vibrate. And how do you know if you are vibrating only positive or only negative? There are many techniques, which you can know the frequency of your bodies. One of them is with the pendulum. For those who already use the pendulum and know how it responds, yes or no, place the pendulum above your crown chakra, at the height of the soul star, about 30 centimeters above, and ask, am I vibrating positive? It's just a question. He will answer yes or not. Yes is the way you know that you are vibrating high, that you are on that scale beyond the negative side. And a positive vibration is certainly within the fifth dimension range. You can be sure of this. For those who don't know how to use a pendulum, you will place your hand 30 centimeters above your head, your right hand. We'll ask the question. If you feel your hand vibrate, you are positive. If your hand doesn't vibrate, you are negative. So I'm teaching you a way to police yourself. What if you find out that you are negative? It's not for despair, because if you despair, the vibration will drop even more. So it's a matter of figuring yourself out, realizing what it was that threw you off balance. You have to know, what hurt you, what made you out of line, what hurt you, what vibrated low, what thought you had, what words you said, what actions you did. Raise this and find out and try not to commit any more. And to vibrate high again, balance your chakras. Ground yourself with Gaia and ask Gaia to balance your chakras. Or do a balancing meditation, it doesn't matter, this will automatically put you in the positive again. But not 100%. It will take you out of the negative zone, but it won't be 100%. And another thing, there's no point in doing this all the time. This is an exercise to be done once a day, at the end of the day. Because if you do it when you wake up, you will all wake up in the positive because your souls are treated during the night. So you have to do this at the end of the day, almost before bedtime. Because there, yes, is the result of the entire day you lived. Take the action I said and you can go to sleep. Ah, but if I'm negative and overnight it'll become positive. I don't need to do anything. It's your choice. I will tell you, that the night takes you to 51% positive, so any slip up will put you in the negative again. However, if you prepare, if you organize yourself, if you balance your chakras, you can reach up to 75%. And if your concentration and faith are very strong, you can reach 90%. And depending on what negative there is to be transmuted, because it could be just a little bit, which exceeded 50%, you could almost reach the limit of 100%. So you realize how important it is to think positive, say positive things, act positively, stay away from negative places, stay away from negative people and especially, meditate, keep your chakras always aligned. We are giving you the conditions to improve your vibrations. And so that from time to time, you can still let your ego speak and make a mistake. If you do everything I said, the day of the slip, you will end up positive. Because I can guarantee you that even the slip will be small. Because that will no longer attract you, it will no longer make you glide for a long time. It will be a small slip and you will be fine as long as you have built up enough positive energy.